गुरुदेव नमो नमः। जय गुरुदेव नमो नमः। जय गुरुदेव नमो नमः। जय मेरे देव नमो नमः। जय गुरुदेव 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 नमो वंदे कारिणे वन्दे पनगभूषणं मृगधरम् वन्दे पशूनां पतिम् वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवन्दिनयनम् वन्दे मुकुन्दं प्रियम् वन्दे भक्तजनार्दनं च वरधरम् वन्दे शिवं शङ्करम् वन्दे शिवं शङ्करम् शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो
शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो
शिव 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 शम्भो
महादेव शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो
महादेव शंभू महादेव शंभू
महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो
महादेव शंभू महादेव शंभू
महादेव शंभो शंभो
शिव
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 शंभो
शिव शिव शंभो
शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो
पार्वती शंभू पार्वती शंभू
पार्वती शंभो पार्वती शंभो
पार्वती शंभू पार्वती शंभू
पार्वती शंभो पार्वती शंभो
शिव
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 शंभो
शंभो शिव शिव शंभो
शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho.
ओमकार शंभु ओमकार शंभु
Omkar Shambho. Omkar Shambho.
ओमकार शंभु ओमकार शंभु
Omkar Shambho. Omkar Shambho.
शिव
Shiva
शिव
Shiva
शिव
Shambho.
शिव शिव शिव
Shiva
शंभो
Shiva 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 Shambho. 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 Shiva 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 Shiva
शिव
Shiva 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare sweet the sound that saved.
Namaste, Alex. Beloved, can you please leave the space, because we need one space for Ananta ji to join, as we have only 10 spaces. So I will come you later as soon as possible. Please. Thank you, because you are the last to join in, and we always keep this place for Ananta ji. Thank you.
Alex, you stay and I'll go. You stay. Satnam.
Okay.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now found. Was blind, so blind, but now I see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Thank you, Atma. Thank you so much, my dear. Namaste, everyone. A very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Sri Moji Ji ki Jai. Thank you all so very much for joining in. If it's your first time in the Hangout today, the way to ask questions is to unmute your mic and to speak when you sense it is appropriate. And on YouTube chat, you can post your questions there and we will look at them. Welcome, welcome. Just going to finish chewing my mint if you don't mind. You know, sometimes the song ends too fast. You know, many times when we see some of us in the Sangha, and it seems like they're really suffering. It can seem like that. Why does this happen? Because if spirituality, if what we're sharing is meant to take us away from suffering, then why is it that we find so much seeming suffering coming up in all sanghas? There are two reasons for this. First is it could be that now that we are allowing everything to get released, allowing everything to come and go, all these things which have been pent up, that we have judged and interpreted and said, I cannot be like this, I cannot feel like this, I cannot say this, I cannot think this. All of these ideas are now getting released, and all this pent up conditioning in some way, this could be getting released. Very often this happens like this, and we say, I don't know why I'm crying. It is just happening. I don't know why. This is the first. The second is that Advaita in itself, especially the directness with which it is shared here, I don't feel in this realm for the mind, for the person, there is anything more frustrating than this. There truly isn't. Because all our attempts to get it, all our ideas of getting somewhere, all our intentions to be free, all of these are coming to zero. Yeah. And as this is happening, all our ideas of I got it, even after awakening experiences, even after awakening experiences, then it seems like nothing ever can touch me again. I'm so free right now. You know, this conclusion can come like this. And again, the next day, something can be pushed, some button can get pressed. These are the two main reasons why it can seem like so many of us are seemingly suffering. We are suffering even our spirituality. But both are very beautiful. Either when this release is happening, and we can't say, I don't know. We say, I don't know why this crying is happening. It's just happening. And secondly, when we say, but I thought I was beyond all this now. And still, this is here. Still, this button is getting pressed. Both are good. Both are good. Because it prevents all sense of arrogance. It happens also. Sometimes you come first time into satsang, and just sitting in the presence of satsang, even online like this, the mind can stop. The personal story is just not there. You discover that you are this. Nothing needs to be changed. And it can be so clear. And then I say, can anything touch this? Anything, can it touch this? No way. Never. What is the answer? Never. How can it? I am always this, untouched, unconcerned, unchanged through anything. And it's so clear. Nothing has ever happened, nothing ever changed. I have always been this. Let the world come, let anything come, nothing will touch me. And then what happens? At least half the time, the next day the same one will be back saying, "Oh no, I lost it." You see? And just the previous day they were saying, but nothing there was to be found. I've always just been this. I cannot change, cannot leave. The belief in the mind can come back. And it's okay. Sometimes we have to play like this. It's okay. So let's spend a few minutes just marinating in our own presence. Again, getting used to not believing our next thought. And because every day we are stressing on this, the mind can attack strongly and say, "What is this? Every day, don't believe your next thought." So irritating. Do we have to only do this? But as I've been saying, it's just introducing you to your natural state. And very soon you will find that to believe your next thought is too much work, too much effort. Again, I say don't replace this simple pointing with anything else that your mind is saying. Just allow all thoughts to come and go. Don't pick up any of them. Let your face completely relax. No effort, no hard work about anything. Allow your attention also to roam freely, wherever it likes. No control. If boredom is coming, don't resist it. Don't try to fix it. Just allow it to come. No judging interpreting, fighting any thought, just allowing it to come and go. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So if he said, I want a lot of money, and someone came and said, just go check in your bank account, it is already there. You would check, just simply check, and you would say, yes, this is great. If you said, I want the best relationship, and someone said, just open your door, and your perfect partner is waiting for you right there, what would you do? You would just go and check. He said, I want the perfectly healthy body. Say, just check in the mirror and get the blood test done, and you will find that you have a perfectly healthy body. All that is needed is for you to check. But about this freedom thing, you say, I want freedom. And I say, you are already free. Just check right now. And when you check, you always find that yes, right now I am free. Every moment that you check, you are free. If every moment that you check, you are free, then where is the bondage exactly? Yes, you are already free right now. Then what's this fuss about? Why do we come to satsang for months on months? Only because for a long period of time we have believed in the concept of bondage. For the longest period of time we have believed in this idea of bondage, which has become our conditioning. Therefore, it is good to check as often as we like. Whenever there is this belief that I am separate, or I am a person, or something happened to me personally, it is very good to check. Who is this me? Does it exist? And every time we check, we find that the one seemingly wants all of these things. There is nobody home, nobody with a desire, nobody with an aversion. Do I want you to believe this? No. You don't want to make fresh beliefs. You must only check. Otherwise, just like a battle of religions, this will become a battle of beliefs. Battle of religions is also just that, just different beliefs. Mostly even the same beliefs. That's the funniest thing. So I'm not giving you any belief. Nothing needs to be believed. Just see for yourself. If you can see that the sun comes from the east, do you need to believe that the sun comes from the east? What is here right now? The body is appearing. We are not in denial of this body. The body is appearing. But is the body asking for money in the bank? Is the body asking for freedom? If not, then who is this one? Very quickly you will find that all desires and aversions are only coming from this energy called thoughts. Just this energy called thoughts. If these thoughts were not to appear, could there be a person idea? Could there be a want? but thoughts continue to come. Even after awakening, you'll find that they continue to come, but they have no power. This energy in itself has become powerless. Or what is the switch that got turned off? The only switch that got turned off is that this energy is not now energized by the power of our belief. We are no longer making this energy meaningful. And we have the power to make anything in this appearance seem meaningful. So the only switch that needs to be turned off is our giving meaning to that which is completely meaningless. Just like cars on the road. Just like cars on the road. Imagine if you were to keep saying, for every car that comes, I want this car. I want this car. I don't want this car. I want this car. It's like traffic. It's moving in front of you and we're giving it meaning. I like this one. I don't like this one. This is what I want. This driver is not right. This driver is very good. Everything we just, you see, of thoughts is moving. At least in my case, it's like this. Some of you it's like this, and some of you it's more audio. This traffic is moving, and we just let it move. Then no trouble. You say, I want this one, I don't want this one, something. This is giving it meaning, you see. Yes, yes. Yeah.
Because if we relate to a particular
Thought. Yes.
there is no goal that I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
working towards.
Yeah.
That's where I get stuck. Maybe I think I have asked this.
And no goal is a terrible thing.
In some cases, not all.
It can seem like that, isn't it? That if I don't give meaning or belief to my thought, then I have no ambition, I have no goal. So at least purpose, I don't have a sense of purpose. So let's look at the first aspect of this purpose. So primarily, when we come to satsang, we are looking for the purpose of freedom. You see? Now I'm saying that freedom is already here. We are just constantly denying it by believing our thought. You see? So then, for this, it is for this purpose. Then this makes sense, at least. You see? So then, just to be able to check, if somebody is saying, if a thought is saying that if you practice 100 days of hatha yoga, then you will be free. Then that could be a goal for freedom. But that refuses, in that itself, there's a refusal to check on whether freedom is already here or not. Agree? So then, at least for the freedom aspect, we are clear we don't need to believe thoughts. This is okay. Then, what if we gave up thoughts and saw that the freedom that is there also comes with the seeing that everything that is being done has always happened on its own or through consciousness or God, whatever label you want to use. You see? Then when freedom has come, you see that these hands are moving on their own. These words are being said on their own. It is just flowing. You see, there has never been an individual doer here to do anything. What if in our discovery of this freedom, this comes along, that you see that there is no doer. You see?
I do get a glimpse of that.
Yes,
Sometimes,
yeah,
that
yeah.
it is as if that things are just falling in
I
place,
just
or what is supposed to fall in place is falling in place,
Yeah.
and what is not supposed to fall in place
Okay.
right now.
Yes. Yes. So if that is, so you see, I have glimpses of these. So if this stabilizes, and you see that actually nothing here to be done, actually there is nobody here. Do anything. All is just flowing on its own. God is doing everything. Then, after this becomes so completely clear, would you still say that this goal or ambition is important?
I think that I then get that am I doing it right sort of feeling that okay, I am thinking about doing this.
Yes, yes, but okay, let's go step by step again. We said that at least for freedom, we don't need a goal because we are trying to validate whether freedom is already here or not. And all goal is about the future. You see? So to check at least this freedom, we don't need to rely on these thoughts. And then when it is seen that there is no individual entity here, there is just this holy presence. The being is here, and everything around it is just moving on its own. And no Shamek, no Ananta ever really existed. They're just labels for nothing. If this is clearly seen, then this goal or purpose would be for who? For nothing. So initially, I'm completely fine that you say, at least when it comes to my spiritual search, I will let go of all my thoughts. But for practical matters, if you feel that these thoughts are still relevant, it's fine. For you, I can say this. But you will come to this place where you will see that there is no one here. These thoughts are always speaking to the non-existent one. You see? Then,
I guess I am feeling guilty that I am believing that yes, I am doing this, or yes, I am doing this.
okay. Yes, because this is the peer pressure which is getting to you. Because all of us sitting here are saying that yes, we are now seeing that there is no one here to do anything. And I'm saying now that okay, for practical matters, you can continue to believe your thoughts. Something is saying no. I want to be here, where all of you are saying I want to be there. Why should I be, in some other bench? This is good itself. So then, the I, which is feeling guilty, can we find this one?
That's a feeling.
Is it a feeling?
There's a feeling of
The feeling of guilt is there, but the I is what?
yeah, it's just an experience of that feeling. Like
The feeling is being experienced leads to the conclusion of I. Is that what it is?
There's some experiences.
So it's just an inference that I as an individual exists. We're not denying that the experience or the feeling of guilt is happening, is arising. But who is the experiencer of this? If there is Shamik there, who is like personally now guilty because the feeling of guilt is arising? Or is it just an idea from the mind? idea. It is just a feeling, like all other feelings can come and go. And there's no shamik here who is actually guilty of anything at all. Then the same can be said about goals. So there is no shamik for to have a goal. Then is the goal relevant or irrelevant?
Not relevant to the self.
Yes, but no shamik exists unless you show me. Where is he? Not relevant to the self actually means not relevant at all, because the imagined one doesn't exist. Is this what you see, or this is just some agreement because you have
No,
to?
I think I was missing that.
See? So all goals, all ambition is about this imagined entity. And already when you check now, you see that there is no one. There's a experiencing of sensations, there's an experiencing of the body, there is an experiencing of emotions, there is an experiencing of thoughts, there is an experiencing that being is here, that I amness is present. But the entity that wants to achieve something, that doesn't want to fail, that wants to have goals, that wants to have relationships, that wants to have money, that one we cannot find. So our entire life has gone in this idea that I am this imagined one. It has always just been an idea. And anytime we pick up something for it, you see? So I use this example, but I don't know whether you heard it. So suppose you always pretended that you were a cat. Huh? So every time you pick up the ambition that I need a bigger bowl for milk, then that perpetuates the cat identity, isn't it? But if you were able to see that I've never been a cat, it has always just been an idea, then would the next bowl of milk be relevant? So ours is a very scientific inquiry, although it might seem to the world that this is abstract. All that we are saying is, don't believe in the hypothesis of the person or the ego till you can find some evidence of it. Direct evidence, not circumstantial. Otherwise, what happens is, oh, I see that some feeling is here, therefore there must be. So this is indirect evidence. Can we find some direct evidence of the existence of this person? And if you find direct evidence of the existence of this person, then completely relevant. Let's pick up our goals, ambitions, purpose, meaning, do all of this. But at least till we find it, can we just look for it and be convinced either way instead of just presuming? That's what we are saying. What is this? Okay, there's a long question from Tarun from Bangalore. He says, I was doing I am using instructions from Muji's video. Yes. Once it happened that while fixing attention on I exist and everything appears in me, I felt some sensation in the center of the chest. Yes. It was a very light feeling. Yes. But it was not like the bliss, joy which people often report. It was a feelingless feeling. Also, after that, when I again try to go to that, I am not able to get there. Already, let me say something about this. Guruji himself says that this is the feelingless feeling. I say that this is the primal phenomena. After the presence of this I amness, do all the children of I am take birth, including bliss, joy, peace, attention, belief, identity, atoms, molecules, gravity, electricity, all of this is appearing only after the presence of I am. So this I am is the primordial, the Om, the Atma, the consciousness, God, whatever label you want to give to it is this. And I have given you a simple tool. Don't try to go looking for being. Just ask yourself, can I stop being now? Can I stop being? And you will find no. Being is just here, presence. And whether a feeling accompanies it or not, doesn't really matter. Okay, then you say, when I sit and try going there, many approaches come to mind. Like one, stay with I am, nothing exists without me. Two, do not go to the next thought. Three, go to awareness within which I am arises. As I see more and more videos, I try to do exactly as Muji or you say. There is a sense that the that seeker in the video, there is a sense that seeker in the video is able to get it before I could, and I get more confused. Also, a thought arises that maybe I am not worthy enough or wanting enough to get it. I also attended the hangout on 18 September. There I could not share these thoughts because it occurred to me that what I am conveying does not make any sense. While other people were having profound experiences, mine was nothing like that. Please advise me on how to be free. I would be happy to join Satsang in Bangalore if you think that would help. Yes, you're in Bangalore, so you're very welcome to come. Okay, let's quickly revise the three main pointings that are shared here. The first question and the main motivation for many to come to Satsang is to be free from suffering. And suffering is equal to identification, is equal to resistance, is equal to ego. And ego means person, the person idea, the sense of being person. The only way to pretend to be a person is to believe your thoughts. Therefore, the direct, right now way to be free from suffering is to not give belief to your thoughts, specifically to your next thought. It is really this simple. All kind of resistances will come, but those are also just thoughts. see? If a feeling is coming, then even the feeling is no trouble without believing a thought about it, without interpreting it as something. Therefore, this is the first pointing. You cannot suffer without believing your next thought. And it is never about the past. Never about the past. I was supposed to not believe my next thought, but yesterday it's completely possible to experience freedom from suffering if you're not believing our next thought. This is the first question. Then the second question can come, you can say, yes, okay, I see it. Sometimes I stumble and still suffer. Sometimes I see that I'm not believing and there is freedom, there is no suffering. It is fine. I can see that this works. So you can say it like this, and then you can say, but what about God? Many are reporting profound experiences of God. I don't see it. God or consciousness or I am, whatever label you want to use. The label is not important. For this, we have the simple pointing. Can you stop being now? And you have to check this directly. Can you just switch it off? Can you turn off being for just a minute? Don't have to make a mental picture out of it. Forget about the visuals which the mind is offering you. Just see that I am here. I cannot stop being. The day itself, we have come to the profound discovery that I am that I am. God said, I am that I am. You see that when I am here, I am is here, all phenomena exist. And when there is no I am, like in the sleep state, I know there is no sense of I am. For most, actually, this coming to this place of being is enough. But for many of you, this question might come. Who is it that knows that being is here? Who is it that is aware that being is here? And who is it that knows or is aware that in sleep state there is no being, there is nothing, no phenomena, including the primordial one called being? You already intuitively sense, if this question is coming to you, then intuitively already you are sensing that there is something even beyond being, prior to being, that in which I am appears and dissolves. And then the question might come, how do I find this self, this absolute one? And for this also we have a very simple pointing. But just because something is simple doesn't mean that it is not profound or powerful. The simple pointing is, are you aware now? And again, unless we give it to a mind, you will see, yes, of course I am aware. But I can report this and it's completely seen, and yet I cannot describe it because this is the only non-phenomenal seeing that you can have. Awareness aware of itself, seeing seeing itself, knowing knowing itself. And it is true right now. Awareness is here now and is aware of itself. This never changes. This you are, this I am, even prior to I am. Then you will find, as you find that I am that, you find that all these interpretations and stories that we had about these appearances will have no meaning for you. And every moment is just so fresh, without the story of the person. Nothing is being resisted. And no resistance means no suffering. This is all that we are speaking about. And it's the simplest thing. It is too simple for the mind. So the struggle is not that it is too complex or abstract. It is just that it is too simple for the mind. Good. I'm very happy to hear from you and most welcome to come anytime during Satsang and join us here. Stacy, where's Stacy? She go already. Okay. She had a question, so she can come back if she feels she wants to. She can let us know in the chat. And so the change already happened on its own. Right. Stacy says, yes, my time was up. We won't be so strict like that. If you have something that you're waiting for to share, you can stay back for a while. It's okay. Do is before we end sometime. Even if after the broadcast, if you need to, I can stay back for. Okay, Sagar is here. Welcome, my dear. You have a question? Come. To speak in the Hangout, you have to unmute your mic.
You are talking with me.
No, Sagar. Sagar wanted to ask a question, my dear. So in the Hangout, you will see that there's this button for the mic on the screen. You have to unmute, see if it works. Also, his video is gone now, so we'll wait for him to come back. No clear? Or something can feel like, am I really ready for that? Or something like that. You can say, this is what's happening. Yeah. Something. Actually, after the gist of what we share here like that, I'm sure it is a lot of effort to come up with a question. Not easy.
I feel that it's only the personal experience that can.
Yes, the experience, the sense that I have a personal existence. Because all experience belongs to being. That which is just imagined or just an idea cannot even experience anything. Suppose that you actually, what happened is that you walked into an amusement park. You walked into this amusement park, and we are in somewhere in the future. You see, and you come to this park, and there you get to experience time and space the way that it is there in a predefined program. So you come there and you buy a ticket, $100 or whatever, buy this ticket, and say, what period of time do you want to experience? So you say 2015, something like this. Which which uh, which adventure do you want to pick? Do you want to pick the Ananta adventure, the Shamik adventure, the Radha adventure? This, right? But here, this is paying. Your thoughts all saying you are this one. So you must go next. This book, this all of this. These thoughts are coming because you have this headset or whatever is on. So then now, can you say whether you're this one? Yeah.
Neither.
Dana is the unknown adventure is not all that we really get. Yes, because if it is already known, then it's not so much of an adventure. Adventure means unpredictability. You never know. You're good. Is it frozen or I was just not moving? Yeah.
I can't find like an
An
entity
entity.
that's experiencing. So then, because the impression was that this form is experiencing all of with my eyes closed. I feel like I'm experiencing this form also.
Also, yes.
So, like, so it's not this form
This one.
experiencing
Yes.
other. So it's like it feels a bit bizarre that something is it's not an entity.
Yeah.
Sort of experiencing form.
Yes. Yes. I am is here to experience this play of forms phenomenon. So form you can say like this, or you can also, would you count even all energy as form or no? Like thoughts, imaginations,
It was more
or like this, but you'll see that all types of energies, even daydreams, memories, thoughts, all are experienced by this being, beingness itself.
Like this form wasn't here.
Yeah.
And it's still be experiencing.
Yes, you do in dreams. Isn't it? Also, beings have reported out of body, near death, all these kind of experiences. Right now, you can have a daydream. If satsang becomes boring, then you. All that is experience. Many of us can have this idea that I can experience only through my senses, something like that. But then we see that even sensations are experienced, emotions are experienced, thoughts are experienced, memories, all of this. Senses are only in the outer layer. But this being that is here is experiencing everything. And it just plays with these bodies also. In the so-called dream states, in a dream state, this will seem like a dream state. And that will seem like the waking state. It's just consciousness playing with different forms. Consciousness playing with time and space. That's all that's happening actually. Too much. It can seem a bit radical. That's why just because I say it is simple doesn't mean that it's not completely radical away from the mind's perspective. That itself, that I am not an entity, I am not an object, and this awareness itself is the most radical thing for the mind because it can only relate to that which is phenomenal.
This one is the trump for me too. Like, you can see something settling down as soon as it's like you're formless. There's something that not when you're formless.
Yes.
Like it's not there's something that's not on you to accept. Because, then 99% of the time when I look at myself in the mirror, it's not me. I don't recognize this form. But then something still like
Yes, it will resist. The mind will resist this because it's telling the exact opposite. It's like in your heart, you find that you want to live just in Tiruvannamalai. The mind has been selling this idea of a condo in Jamaica or something. So, if it has been selling this for hundreds of years, maybe hundreds of lifetimes actually, and you say, no, Thiru, you think it will be happy? It won't. So it will resist. Because it's completely contrary to the story of the mind.
actually when you say like the mind resists, something in the morning felt like actually the mind is just arising, like and it's the being that actually chooses So how you can't even like I mean the play, it's like the mind
But the
is
choosing is happening not through just yes, yes. It is also happening through no, no. It's
Yeah.
also happening through no, I'm fearful,
Yeah.
through being fearful.
Yes.
Any meaning that we give to it.
Yes.
That's why meaning is better to say than to say yes, by the way saying yes to. Because to say that this idea of being formless and the mind can, how can you be formless? Something, it can be very
Some
subtle,
energy,
even in
some,
thought,
yeah.
In Guruji says, some thoughts they become so subtle that you're
Yes.
not able to even put words to them.
Yes.
So but they carry the same stuff. Mhm. And if you just allow it to come and go, not even to say, why does this still happen to me, or why is it still happening here? And that is giving it meaning. It's like the salesman is coming, he's been coming for 100 years, now he comes and knocks. So a few days you'll say, why is this guy still continuing? I've told him I'm not interested. See? But after a while you'll get used to him knocking also, you won't even hear it.
I don't know about that. Like
Sure, yeah.
still some interest is there. Like it's I don't know.
Yes, if there is interest there,
I don't know if there's an interest of what happens,
yeah.
and I don't know what I want to say, but there's something. It's like I don't have a choice, even in the interest or not the interest.
It can seem like that.
I don't
Let me take
know.
another example. Suppose
Father,
you will.
sorry for
Yes,
interrupting.
can't.
We have lost video and audio. And maybe if you can leave and rejoin if possible, just to
Yes.
see if it will work. Thank you.
How is it now? Is it back?
Yes, you are back now. Hope
Okay. Yeah,
or
thank you. So about interest, I'm gonna get in big trouble for this example. But my father-in-law is a retired army man, and with army people, they're very much interested in their alcohol and brands of whiskey and things like this. So now what happened is that because he's had health issues now, he's not allowed to drink. You see, but it's clear that it's bad for him also. He said no, and he's had that control. He doesn't touch it now. But there's still some interest in the brand. You see, whether it's a single malt or a blend, or what type of, how old is it? This can be there. But as time goes along, then this will also start to die because you cannot taste it now, and you know it's not good for you. So this, although some can be there, okay, now what is it? Formula, some little can win, but it's now really nothing. It's just like a mosquito. So it also will not last because, and that is why you're not able to even identify it. You've given up on belief and thought mostly, and now something can come which is about the pointing itself, saying about this awareness thing or formless thing. Have I still got it completely? Have I completely understood, or is still something more to be done? So this kind of thing can be there.
So there's another, like,
Yeah.
there's this phase of such love and devotion and
Yeah.
all that. I can see, like, there are phases of like super irritation, like,
Yeah.
and it's easy to pick a thought when you're so irritable and irritated, and I can still see it's this thought that says this state has to be there. It's even that love and devotion was just a state, like it was just a feeling.
Yeah.
And if I don't believe a thought, every feeling is okay. Like there has been a lot of fear, all kinds of actually feelings the last few days, and also there have been times when I've believed, or I can see speaking through the mind, like a lot of it. So it's all mumble jumble, and I don't know what I want to say, but it's. We're also in the process of looking for homes, and there's something I wanted to talk outside Satsang if possible. It's more detailed. I don't know what I want to say. This suddenly such emptiness, this stark emptiness, and then everything fills up. Just like the other day, Jenny just goes like this. It's still nothing.
Don't make any conclusions or inferences about anything.
It feels like the being wants to taste the person again, and he's so tired, and then comes like something just like it feels like it just keeps wanting to play, and then it's like no.
Yes.
Because it doesn't feel like okay, I don't want to believe any of it. It feels like still, you want to play a little, and then you're tired.
Then you stop.
And then you stop, and then.
There's no trouble with that. The only trouble is that the only seeming, even this is not trouble, it's part of the play itself. But the only seeming trouble is that when you say, I'm tired of playing, but I don't know how to stop. Now you know how to stop. So being wants to play, then being wants to play. Nothing a person can do about it. Yeah, and being wants to stop, then being wants to stop. It is only when there's this sense that what do I do about it personally, then it becomes trouble.
It comes sometimes, but it's seen that it's not. And another thing about like when you say stay, like I don't even know if you say, but I see it somewhere that stay is the awareness. It's not really a choice.
Yes. It actually just means when anyone says abide as the self, and Guruji says stay as the self, sometimes I say stay as this awareness itself, it means that just see that you are this one.
Just to see, but then who sees?
It is this awareness itself. Are you aware now? It is only awareness which sees that I am aware.
Every time that comes, it's like
Is that which is seen separate from that which sees? Then in this question, the question is asked, am I aware now? That which is seen, to confirm this, is that separate from that which sees it? Is the awareness that awareness is here a different awareness or is the same awareness?
Answer this one. It's just gets to. I want to say yes.
Yes.
It's not different. Like
But it's clear, even if it's not completely clear that it is the same, it cannot be clear that it is different.
yeah.
That much is for sure. This itself is.
Actually, when the last time I think you said when I said I am aware, and I said there is no I entity, that actually hit home. There is no I entity. There is never an I.
There is no I
There is
entity.
no I. There's just this knowing, that's all.
Yes. This is not believed in. We don't need to have a belief about it because it can simply be checked. When it becomes a belief, then you will either appear as a spiritual ego or as which is the same thing, basically the Advaita police. Then it's operating just as a belief. And you'll go around picking fights with everyone. Someone is putting a nice status update. Oh, I went for dinner with my family. And you're saying, who was the I that went for dinner? So that's why I'm reiterating today, none of this must be picked up as a belief. It is just pointing for you to check, for us to see. And even this sense that I am not an entity, don't use it as a concept. Just whenever something seems like it has become personal again, then just check if I is an entity here. Because if you use it as a hammer, then it will blunt out parts and say, this happened and I reminded myself I'm not an entity, but it didn't help. If it's just conceptual,
come
then
like that, like it's like a previous knowing, and then it comes with thought, comes up with a thought.
But when it comes like that, then use it just as a reminder to check, not as not an entity. Then just check.
Slaying all this arrogance.
It's very. Where's the arrogance? If there is arrogance, then it's all the same arrogance. Arrogance is only that I can be separate from God. Then who is not suffering from this?
I don't know.
You saying Jamaica.
Now, yeah.
He said something along the lines of the mind won't like it. It's going to resist it. Does it mean like it has some kind of independence, like some intelligence?
It's got borrowed intelligence from you. So it relies on this borrowed. This is not just a rambling thing. It knows what buttons to push. It knows what is it that we are deeply identified with. Okay? So the being which is here is running this universe, and therefore it is supremely intelligent. So this mind, which is just manifest through these thoughts, relies on this supreme intelligence and gets the sneakiness or the troublemaker attributes from this, from the main being itself. But the good news is that you use this sneakiness of the mind, the trickster aspect of the mind, and this way the supreme intelligence outsmarts the trickster. So whatever it says, oh, but not, you're not there yet, and you use that for your inquiry. Who's here that's not there yet? Where? Where do I have to be? You see, like this. So this can be, which is the Sadguru or the intuition or the voice of being itself. So this one is always the greater. But it is true that the mind, that the couple was also saying, that it knows that this is the button that gets pushed, this is the button that gets pushed. So it derives, it has some sense of smartness.
The mind just comes from
The same being itself. Sorry,
the mind doesn't have an intelligence of its own.
in the sense that it is that aspect of being which is operating personally. You load a computer program. Sorry, all the we're talking about being geeky yesterday. All the examples are coming. You load a computer program, computer game, and in that uh, there's this character, there's the surrounding, and then there's a voice which is describing the missions. But it's all part of the same game, isn't it? So all that is appearing is coming from being itself. Trupti says, I would like to share something concerning the subject. Of course, my dear, please come.
I don't know if it's still important. I was typing this while you said something about this interesting subject.
Yeah.
And I had similar experience the last few days here, that in the background there's a kind of silence. Okay. Okay.
In the background there was silence.
Yeah, there's silence, and then something is happening here. For example, a lot of fear is coming up, or and suddenly but I can see that this fear is not me and everything. So it seems ridiculous to talk about it, right? And then something is happening here. No, it's not happening.
Something is appearing. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, something is appearing. And then there is, I cannot, how to express it. It's not about interest. It's about something that is impulsive, like an impulsive connection to it. And I see it, that it is happening. Oh, I don't know how to express it. Out of nothing, there's suddenly extreme rage, impulsively there, but there's no interest in it, and there's also silence there. I don't know what to do with that. I think it's all upside down what I'm talking, right?
In the background of awareness and the rising of being, and when being is arising, when being has arisen, then there will always be phenomenal movement. There will always be phenomenal movement, which means this energetically all kinds of things can move. Thoughts can still move, emotions can move, outside world can move. So this movement always is happening as long as there is being. As long as there is waking state, there will always be movement of appearances. It is only when we say me or mine to an appearance which is just coming or going that any trouble can come. And what does it mean trouble can come? Only that the idea, the pretend suffering, nothing really happens to being or awareness.
Yeah, maybe it is that I'm judging it somehow in a way that it's coming so fully with so much power. I'm judging it then, and oh, you should be different or something like that. Maybe that is why it's troubling me somehow.
Trouble like this, so this is trouble. So when we say that it should not be this way, it is just a resistance to what is. When we buy the concept that something should be different from what is, that is the only trouble.
Yeah, I make myself a victim out of this impulsive whatever it's happening. Yeah, this is the thing. And there is no victim.
No victim at all. No victim, nobody special, nothing. So it either tries to make us something special or it tries to make us a victim. Neither of these are true because nobody here, no entity exists here. So if we don't label any appearance as me or mine, then no resistance.
It's the habit to label it.
It's a habit.
And it's also not a truthful habit because it's just something that I learned somehow. Somebody told me this is fear or something. So we have to forget all connections that were made here, up here.
Yeah. And it can sound like that is some effort, but actually it is happening effortlessly now. It is the remembering or the picking up which was effortful. The dropping is just to open your wrists, open your palms. No forcing anything. No forcing it out also. No forcing anything out also. Just to be open is enough. You know what I mean? When we are open to all that is appearing, then everything is the nature of appearances to come and go. When we are resisting, making conclusions about it, giving meaning to it, then it seems to just remain longer and longer with the victim identity or the special identity. When we open, there are no expectations about anything. Not even this expectation that it should go. Just I see that there is infinite space here. Nothing is too big for me. All is allowed. And then we start looking at these energies like they're tiny pinpricks actually, they're nothing. For you, that is infinite. No feeling can be really strong. It can seem like it's okay, but in reality, nothing is too strong. It's just another appearance. And for those of us who are more inclined or habituated to guilt, and we can say, oh, this came, then I reacted so strongly. It's not true, it's okay. We're too hard on ourselves sometimes. Because that is also a habit of being guilty.
Yes.
Nothing moves without the will of God. Not even our delusions. There is no room at all for guilt of any sort. Thank you, my dear. I just read some of the chat and then Maria can come. Tina says, I don't have rage, thank God, yet I can totally relate to the paradoxes of life. Deep sadness, yet complete silence. Yes. Thanks, Tripti, this was great. Okay. And Aparna said, Father, it's like we are wearing 3D glasses. Yes. So everything appears very close and personal. And when the glasses are removed, that is being open, all is just appearing. And to no one to whom they are appearing. You will also see that even in this realm, in the next year or two, there are a lot of technological things happening as far as these innovations of helmets and glasses and things that you can wear and experience things differently. Then that is, I don't know what level of delusion we'll be entering with those. Now maybe there'll be a satsang room there also. In that virtual room, you wear that. And then there'll be a satsang room over there just to remind us that we are not this game character that we are playing. And Atma said, thank you, Father, for saying it again, that nothing moves without the will of God. And Stacy is also back. So first Maria can come and then Stacy can come.
Sorry, I did see that Stacy wanted to come.
Okay, my dear, you can come forward.
Hi, Father. A part of me want to come and another part want to be quiet. I don't know how to explain because Friday I have I feel something that never happened to me, a kind of expansion of conscience.
Yes.
And I was not at home, I was in the commercial center, and I began to perceive that all the things I heard inside Satsang, I was perceiving that I was nothing. Something was doing things and walking, but it was not me. It was a person in some world, and all the things were happening suddenly, as not me, as out of me, and it was really strange. And now I miss the. I was very afraid, but now I'm missing the experience because it was amazing. Now it feels amazing. Also, my thoughts were not my thoughts; it were just happening. I was perceiving that I have now, and something it's with me of that experience because now I know that all the things I do, I say, I think that is not me; just happens. The person thinks are talking with you, are thinking things, but just there are a kind of synchronicity and all the things happen by itself. And I'm not doing nothing in it. And it was very strange. I was very afraid because I was thinking, oh, if I'm awake in the supermarket and in the commercial center, that then someone may bring me to a psychiatric hospital. It was one of the big fears of my life. It can be fear if I lose control, because I was finding myself losing. I was losing of myself completely. And now it seems amazing, but I was afraid, and I perceive it was a big relief. I was perceiving that my will doesn't exist. The bad and the good doesn't exist. I was a little shocked about, oh, God, do these things, these bad things. It's not me, it's God Himself. I was a little shocked. And also something in me was feeling insignificant. There was not love, but the perceiving that there are some attachment for some attachment for identification. There was no identification, but some attachment. Oh, these emotions of the others about me are not real. It all exists by itself. And after it began to be calm, it was a relief in a certain way. But the ego, yesterday perhaps, and Saturday during and I'm tired also. I'm tired. I thought didn't sleep. Okay, but the ego was become stronger, with more sensation of be apart and so on, with more and some sadness also if I was losing something important. And also I talked something about this with Ram Das, but he was not hearing me. Okay, he was telling me just to try to keep quiet, because for me sometimes it's difficult. I feel bored, and oh, it's so it seems so my mind is so compulsive that it's also difficult to be quiet. But during this satsang, I wanted to share the experience, because it was for in all my life the most strange experience of not be identified with nothing. But now in satsang it's curious, because there are all these complexes of ego returning, but also I'm feeling a fresh energy, something wanting to come deeper with this fresh energy, and something more soft, and it's good. I don't know the expression in English, how something good Oh, I don't know how to balsam. I don't know the expression. You can something fresh, some spice is coming.
Yes.
I'm not hearing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
Now you can mute a little bit. The echo is coming.
now I'm hearing you.
Yes, my dear, but you just mute so that I can speak because the echo is coming.
What is come?
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so what I was saying is that naturally, because there is inquiry, because there is satsang, there will be these experiences where it will seem completely natural. What is being spoken in satsang seems completely clear. You say that all is moving on its own. I don't find the doer. I find this idea of me was so insignificant. It was nothing. I could not find this separate sense of me. This experience came. You see, this is very beautiful. And then it very often happens that it seems like something went away. And then some feeling of sadness can come, or this sense that I lost it, or something like that can come. You see? But the one who is giving you this gift knows how much of the gift to give also. So don't make any conclusions that I had it and I lost it. Will I have it again? Was it only once? I want it back. All of this is just from the mind. You see, the grace that has got you to Guruji, the grace that brings you to Satsang, is taking care of all of this as well. You see? So just like some candies along the way, when a sweet experience comes, a spiritual experience comes, an awakening experience comes, you enjoy it. But don't say that I must have this candy all the time. No? The one who is giving the candy also knows how much to give. Just like this, allow it to unfold. It is unfolding very beautifully for you. It is unfolding very beautifully. You stay like this, and you will find that no experience, even the awakening experience, actually makes a difference to you because you remain untouched even through all these experiences. So little bit this back and forth, this sugar and spice, this salt and sweet, it's okay, it's okay. You have to unmute again.
Ah. Now you can understand? Oh, sorry. Sorry. It's muting by itself. I'm going to Zimar in Wednesday. Perhaps it's a good thing in this moment. I was afraid, but now I'm happy because I perceive like a change, like a transition. It's very strange sometimes. Sometimes it's a big sadness, but sometimes also there are some joy, a mix. Okay.
It's all the same grace. It can seem like, oh, this is different and this is different, here is different and there is different. No, it's all the same movement. You see?
It's like perceive different spaces at the same time sometimes. It's like or is my mind saying this? I feel sometimes it's feeling between two worlds.
Yes, yes. It can feel like different quality of experience.
Yes, it's very strange.
But don't label anything.
Okay. Okay, Father, thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Stacy can come. Power connected. Let me just put it on.
Hey, Father, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, yes, I can.
Can you hear me? Oh gosh, now that I'm here, okay. My hands have been sweating all day. I've been waiting to come and clarify this with you without crying, hopefully,
It's
since I
okay.
do that.
It's okay. All is okay.
So you read on Heart Altar, I
Yes.
was asked for clarification on the scene. So for several days now, when I'm in satsang or meditating, my mind is completely quiet, and but in the background, there's nothing in the background at all. It's like I can't perceive anything beyond this point right here. It's like empty space, completely there. And in contemplating today, I was meditating and I was asking you to replace me completely with you, and I went into awareness, completely into nothingness, but I could sense I was there. I don't know how to explain it, but I was there, and it seemed that what I was seeing was that you were also there, and we were the same, exactly the same. And then when Priya says, all there is this, there's nothing else but this, and you say, I'm here, you're here, we're here. And so these things have been on my mind, and it all kind of came together, and I don't know if it's true or not, so I just want to clarify so I don't go off on a tangent that's, my mind is creating. But it seems that what I'm seeing is that everything I perceive, including my body, including you, and everyone in Sangha right now, are appearing for me. Sorry. But it is only the self that's here. So I'm wondering, if I'm not here, where are you? Are you still here if I'm not here? And it's only here. We're all here. That space of awareness is not as big as, I can't describe it, but it wasn't different than anything I had imagined it would be, but it encompasses everything right there. And then I'm getting confused now, but it just seems like I could see everybody's bubble. Everybody has their own world that all interact together, but at the core, we're all there. Here, underneath all this, there's a here that's only awareness, or the absolute that's there. Is that right?
Yes, my dear, of course. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. Just a few tips you have to keep in mind when this clear seeing is happening is that the mind will want to jump in now, right about now, and say, this is how it is visually, you see. And we'll create a painting or a picture for you and say, okay, this is to the left it's like this, to the right it's like this, or in front it's like this, or behind it's like this. So whatever pictures it is painting for you, you pull that also into your inquiry and say that awareness is here, and all these visuals from the mind are also just visuals. You see, also part of the appearance. Awareness is not part of any picture that the mind is painting, isn't it? You see this? So just like everything now, the world in front of you is completely clear, is just an appearance, and I remain here untouched through all of these appearances. This I is awareness itself. This is what you're seeing. In great simplicity. And hasn't it always been like this?
It's very concrete.
Yes.
I've been intellectualizing it and making it very abstract, and it's not abstract at all. It's very concrete.
Yes. Yes. It's completely concrete in the sense that it is completely clear. Isn't it? Completely clear. And yet not phenomenon.
Yes. I'm afraid to confirm anything because I have this issue where in the mind, and I know I'll get rid of it, but I've always had this fear of being conceited. And that started coming up after the scene today. But that's for the person that doesn't exist. So there's no conceit in this.
Cannot be, isn't it? Although all these appearances can come, but that which is seen, that is here, this one has no possibility of conceit or humility. It's like saying the space in this room might become arrogant. Can it be?
I have to thank you because, and I won't go into stories, but just this one issue that I couldn't get past that finally resolved, and it was through your teaching, your pointings, and I've had this fear of being possessed since I was a child because of religious trauma that had occurred, and you were the only one able to make me see that I'm already that. And so I just kept reminding myself whenever the mind would try to, mess with me, that I'm already there. I can't be, there's nothing to possess because I'm already that. And so once that dissolved, then every little by little each day something is kind of connected and connected and connected. I mean, I'm not done. Obviously, I'm not done. I can see that too, but I needed to know if this was true so I could get in a sleeping bag and meditate. And what does Muji say? Cook or whatever, marinate. And then I've been, one more thing and then I'll stop. For several years, I started having this vibration in my body, but it was only like if I took a nap and I was in deep sleep. When I first woke up, it felt like my bed was vibrating, but it was my body. And then I would say the last month or so, it's gotten more and more to where now it's happening even when I'm awake and when I'm meditating. And I actually went and had a whole bunch of heart studies done because we thought there was something wrong with my heart. And my doctor can't explain why my body is vibrating and why my heart is trembling like this. And I'm just wondering, with the rewiring that I hear talking about that has to occur, is that possible that that could just be just that and nothing else, nothing physical going on?
Yes, this kind of body taking, body movements, they are very regular for us in this seeming spiritual journey, especially if you're meditating, doing some sadhana. It's completely fine.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Very, very happy. This
And
awareness,
I have a
this awareness that you are discovering yourself to be, whatever might happen now in the seeming life of Stacy, this movement of this life, you are finding that this remains unchanged. So even the concept of complete freedom or stability or awakening are not needed. You see? It is just that every time the idea that I am not this gets believed, this idea will more easily get dropped now. Awareness is already fully complete. All that is happening is the dropping of the pretend personhood. I'm very happy to hear your report today, and all my blessings for this beautiful unfolding which is happening for your being, going from the person idea to just unassociated being. Very happy. Also, very happy to hear that this fear of being possessed and all of these things are getting dropped, because all these energies and things are just part of the appearance, you see. And none of this is too strong for your presence. For the presence of Satsang can dissolve all of this. So nothing that we have to be concerned about. Atma says, I had these two, Stacy, when I was young. It's too much energy. I think. Yes, it happens here also sometimes. In fact, I remember Anandi was here, and I don't know which bhajan we were singing. Some Priya was singing some bhajan, and just something here started shaking, and she got scared. Father, Father, are you okay? It's completely fine. So this is okay. All these vibrations, no need to even label it anything. It's fine. I love you too, my dear. Sagar wanted to come. Sagar, you can try your mic now. That's here.
Namaste.
Namaste, my dear.
Namaste.
It's a little faint, but we'll try. We'll try like this. Yeah.
Namaste, Ananta ji. I'm watching your video from couple of months, and it's really happy to see you when something literally arises within heart. and can't explain what's this and what's funny in this, but really enjoyed lot. But just thoughts comes and go, and we just feel that nothingness or emptiness or uh, just nothingness, and just whatever desire arises, that comes and go, but want to listen you all day long. I don't know what is this, but listen you all day long. And as a student, I'm preparing for government examinations. So again, mind come and said, Sagar, what are you doing? You need to study also. So can't understand, but that joy or that feeling, just want to be on that only. Books are all over there, but not interested in study also. So, Antaji, please guide us what is going on, because exams are coming, but please guide us.
Very good. Very good. I'm very happy to see you. Because you're already radiating with the presence. Very good. Very good. And it can come like this, that all you want to do is be in satsang. Mhm. And now exams are coming. What exams are these?
Actually, some of these banks and staff selection, central government exams.
The highest, the highest use, if we can say like this, the highest use of this life is to come to the discovery of the self. And this is what is happening with you. I know that to the people around us, to the mind, it can seem like you're completely wasting our life. Something says you're wasting your life. Go and do something. Become something. Hmm? You see? So our families, our own mind can give us this story. But I can tell you that, as Guruji says, no one who has come to the discovery of the self has gone on and said, oh no, I wish I had rather focused on making money or focused on my relationship instead. You see? Because coming to this discovery is the end of desire, is the end of feverishness, is the end of craving. And this is not possible with anything else. Only momentary glimpses. That is why you find that in the world, money, you want some money, and when that money comes, then you want more. Relationships, we want one relationship, that relationship starts, and we want something else. You see? So in the world, it is never enough. The mind is never satisfied. It only tells you that only just do this and you'll be satisfied. Therefore, firstly, know that what is happening now in satsang is the highest unfolding that is possible. And don't let any mind, yours or anybody else's, convince you that this is some sort of a waste or some sort of something that needs to be done only in old age or something like this. It is now. It is now that this unfolding is happening. And looking at you, it is clear that it is happening. You see? So this must not be thrown away for anything at all. This is the first thing. Second thing is that this does not mean necessarily that the other roles that need to be played cannot be played. You see? So leave the decision making to consciousness itself. Sometimes what happens is that it is in this conflict. Should I study? I'm not interested. I only want to be in satsang. All these conclusions, you might find that actually the unfolding is happening and yet the role can be played. It's being played on its own. So leave the decision making to this consciousness itself. And you're moving. You see, like this. In the way that it moves here in this life also, I see that there are other roles that are being played here. The role of work, the role of an investor. So there's a lot of worldly wisdom also that gets consumed here. Some of you might find that surprising. You see? But it moves that way and is no trouble. So don't make any conclusions. Don't make any conclusions. And let it unfold on its own without any concept of this decision maker. And you might find naturally the books are being opened or not opened. Just as long as we are not relying on the mind for our conclusions, just relying on what is appearing to see what is appearing, then everything will turn out exactly the way it is meant to. Even otherwise, it is turning out exactly the way it is meant to. You know? But just this way keeps it much simpler. And you never know. 10 minutes later, you might feel to open the books. Don't make any conclusions about the future. Very happy to see you. I want everyone to see you actually. Your face is just just so happy not studying. Thank you for joining Satsang in the Hangout. It has been a complete joy sharing with you.
Thank you. And always keep it first.
Sangeeta says, same here, Father. It happens that assignments are left to the last moment. Now, my son should not watch this satsang. Not that he ever wants to watch any satsang. Yesterday, in fact, we were having this big discussion in our house about whether the kids are coming to Tiruvannamalai or not. And finally, my son is saying, to tell you the truth, I don't want to come. But I'm feeling too guilty and you'll because in forcing you to come into satsang, it creates a stronger aversion for it. So they'll go to their grandparents in Pune. I actually asked him, some of you know, we had satsang in Aradhana's house, and he had the choice between going for extra classes, tuitions they called here, or to come to satsang. And this one, I was sure he would say, I'll come to satsang. So I said, you have a choice. You want to go, because he hates tuition. So I said, do you want to go to tuition or do you want to come to satsang? And you know what he said? He said tuition. I'll go to tuition. Which is good, because I was just like that at his age. The problem is never in any action per se. It is only in the identity of being the doer or non-doer. That's why I say don't let go with any mental conclusions, because sometimes the mind itself can very smartly say, but if it is meant to happen, it'll happen. Let me just go watch a movie instead. Or And ultimately, all of that is also grace, movement of consciousness itself. But just in the play, we can be a little vigilant to things like this. Yes, they're not coming, Atma. But you see them in Bangalore. Okay, let's have a song. Did I forget anyone who had a question? No. Good. Let's have a song. Something to sing? Yeah. What's happening today?
Sing together.
Yeah. What did others sing that day? After I left?
It was Ish from Isha song.
Oh yeah? Sri Ramanaya Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya Arunachala 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya 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 Arunachala 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 Arunachalam, 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 Arunachalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. 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 Arunachalam, 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 Arunachalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. 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 Arunachalam, 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 Arunachalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. 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 You know about this boredom thing? It's very natural for it to come. And it can seem like nothing is happening for me now, nothing is working for me, it's just I know this, something, all this mental interpretation can come. But even this, because sometimes it can happen that initially in satsang, such beautiful feelings are coming, joy, bliss, all of this is coming. And then sometimes you come and you say, nothing is happening for me now. But it is very good. It is very good, because otherwise you could be left with this conclusion that freedom means the presence of only these feelings. And freedom is not a feeling. And Radha was saying earlier that, Radha or Satsanga, one of them was saying earlier that when the irritation comes, it is more, it seems more natural to believe our thoughts. You see, but I find that the most fertile state for believing thoughts is this boredom state. When we come to this conclusion, oh, I'm just bored, then we are so open to picking up, because we want to leave that sense of emptiness behind, that we're looking for something to pull us out of this. But as you get more and more used to this emptiness, you will find that this is your natural state. So if you want to be bored, come to satsang and be bored, but don't stop coming to satsang because of this lethargic sort of energy of boredom. Because this is also another trick, this conclusion from the mind. You can have all sorts of excuses about this. So just be vigilant towards that as well. Thank you, my loves. Thank you so much. We can play the invocations now if you have them.
Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Dhyanamalam Guru Murti Pujamalam Guru Param Mantramalam Guru Vakyam Mokshamalam Guru Kripa Mokshamalam Murtiji Kripa Mokshamalam Anantaji Kripa Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramya Sarve Putrani Pashantu Makaschit Tapat Bhave Asato Masat Kamiya Tamaso Majutir Kamiya Rachona Amritam Gamiya Om Purnamita Purnamidam Purnat Purnamidachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Karma Karamastu Om Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai Om Shri Satguru Murti Ki Jai.
Thank you all so very much for being in Satsang today. Sadguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Atma, my dear, for moderating. You can turn the broadcast off now. Thank you.